How's it going, folks? Mark from Like Minded Lunatics, and I'm coming at you with a Friday night reaction video special edition. I'm here with my friend Jim. What's up, man?
What's going on, brother? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. This is the first time you've been in a reaction video.
I'm excited, man. It's the first time I've been here in over 2 years at the Giffords spot.
I mean, this is, for folks who don't know, Jim, you are literally, I don't know if you know this, you are my third longest friend. I've got two friends who I've known longer than you.
I'm not his friend.
But,
we've known each other for a long time.
All right, well, this clarification then. You have known me the third longest around here, so I am so happy to do this one with you.
I'm happy to be here, manito. It's fun for me, man.
So, Lottie and I recently did a reaction video, actually a matchup between, I Think I'm Turning Japanese and Walk Like an Egyptian, and we tried to determine cultural appropriation. And we mentioned you in that episode as someone who is very concerned about cultural appropriation. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I have many ethnicities, according to Ancestry.com.
Okay.
So, I identify as a Mexican-American, but there are plenty other things. I'm 2% German, so
Sure.
I get upset when people disgrace the Germans.
Sure.
I'm 7% Welsh, so when people talk about the Welsh,
Don't care for it.
I'm upset.
Yep.
I don't like it. So, I'm an advocate against cultural appropriation.
He's looking for reasons to get upset. I think that's the real thing. Is that
No, not at all.
so? What I thought we would do is Jim and I we've been drinking all afternoon, and we were watching Alestorm videos.
We have been.
And we watched Fanny Balls,
Yes.
which Ricky and I reacted to right there, and then we also we took a look at Fucked by an Anchor.
Great video.
And you loved it.
I loved it. Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage is in there, and so I thought we would take a look at this one. It's called Mexico.
I already don't like it.
You already don't like it, but you like the Alestorm guys.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, maybe.
So I want you to watch this one with me.
All right.
And see what you think. Is it appropriate? Is it inappropriate? Do you feel like that you've been offended in some way?
I'm going to be offended.
Okay. So tonight I'm going to go with a native Texan because I'm going to show my Texas colors. I thought I was going to go with that. So what are you going with?
As a German American,
Okay.
among other things,
Jesus.
I'm going with a live oak Hefeweizen, as my people say.
Here we go. All right. Well, cheers, Joe.
Cheers, brother.
Thanks for being here. All right, folks. This is Alestorm's Mexico. Do it, boys. Now, first off, as a video gamer, you can't be offended with this.
I was literally about to say, I love the 8-bit gaming intro.
Perfect, right?
We're great right now. 100%.
I feel like that we're probably the same age as these gentlemen, and so they just tapped into a time period in gaming that both of us are like, yeah, that's
If
in my
by
blood.
same age you mean 22 and a half,
Sure.
then yes.
Sure. 22 and a half.
Yes, 22.
Double.
Perhaps.
All right, so there's a landmark to the south. We go to have some fun. I feel like that's a positive.
Perhaps. However, the donkey and the frilly jacket, I don't know.
It does. So what it feels like to me is that these guys probably came from Scotland. They visited El Mercado.
Okay.
And they were like, you know what? I love this shit. And then they probably had some margaritas.
But there are no donkeys in El Mercado.
There's not. But I'm trying to defend them as much as possible.
Okay, there's no defense so far. So yes, as of right now, they're culturally appropriating. But let's go next.
All
Let's
right.
go.
But are you angry at them for it?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
The wenches, they are plenty. The alcohol is free. The party lasts all through the night, and the alcohol is free. Whoa, tonight we drink together. Whoa, tomorrow we may die. Yo ho, Mexico, far to the south where the cactus grow. Tequila and a donkey show. Mexico, Mexico.
All right, there's our chorus.
Okay, so does a donkey show exist in Mexico?
In Tijuana, I believe.
In Tijuana. There you go. Messing up my culture.
I don't know.
It's not Tia. Juana. There's no Aunt Jane. It's just Tijuana. So that's two cultural appropriators.
That's misappropriation.
Okay, there you go. Two misappropriators, the video and Mark. But
Sure.
nonetheless,
Yes.
a donkey show does exist,
Yes, they do.
and tequila does exist. So far, I'm not angry.
And, you know, they're talking about going and having fun with their friends, and I know you're down with that.
I am. I mean, all of us in Texas, we've all gone to Mexico to get drunk.
That's right.
I mean, okay, so we're good right now.
We're good right now.
We're good.
And I know how much you do love that Scottish accent. So when they're doing this, like back here, when they're doing all this stuff, I know that you're into it.
I love it. As a 7% Scot, I love it.
Sure.
My soon-to-be wife, possibly, is half Scottish.
And what you're doing right now is in no way a cultural appropriation.
Not at all.
Mexico, far to the south where the cactus grow. Take me away from the ice and the snow. Let's go to Mexico.
There's something about, you know, that whole scene of beautiful women washing a car and they're watching the donkey.
Perhaps a little offensive there. So we're going from 100% great to now the beautiful girl. I appreciate the beautiful girls,
You
though.
gotta trill the
I
R.
appreciate-
You gotta trill the R if it's great.
What didn't I troll?
You gotta trill it, the great.
Oh, great. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
there we go.
Well, you know, the trill R is great for Scottish and Mexico.
That's why I told you to
There
do
you go.
it. Yeah.
All right, we're good. So now, all trills.
Yes.
Trills from here on out.
Okay.
Let's go.
Pirate's life is simple. We drink and steal and kill. Always we are questing in search of bigger thrills. We've sailed across the oceans, got drunk in many bars. But when we sail to Mexico, that's where we party hard. Whoa.
See, so he's saying that the pirate's life is to kill and to maim, but when they go to Mexico, they party hard.
I mean, I respect that, right?
Yeah.
But I feel that's a trope that Americans and Europeans have. They go to Mexico and just live their worst life.
Sure.
So I don't know. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Because they're talking about going and exploiting our culture, exploiting our women. They don't necessarily state that. However, the video.
Well,
you know, my people. My peoples. Women.
Okay, all right.
And they're exploiting them.
Sure.
All right, so we're going farther to exploitation now.
Farther? Okay.
All right.
The night we drink together. Whoa. Tomorrow we may die. Yo ho, Mexico. Far to the south where the cactus grow. Tequila and a donkey show. Mexico, Mexico.
But I defy you not to sing "Far to the South Where We Will Go," Tequila and a Donkey Show.
It's
Whoa!
catchy. Good lyrics. Good lyrics.
Catchy lyrics are catchy lyrics.
We're both English professors, and we gotta. This is good stuff. It's poetic.
I mean, it's catchy. It's lyrically beautiful.
I love it. It's almost like a sonnet.
It is a sonnet.
It's a sonnet.
Shakespeare wished he had wrote this.
Mexico, far to the south where the cactus grow. Take me away from the ice and the snow. Let's go to Mexico. Hey!
I really want to play this Mexico game.
I like it. I think I would win.
It's almost like, you remember the Journey game on the Atari? Did you?
I never played that one.
Kind of look like that, or it's similar to Frog. It's simply Frogger.
Okay.
Reskinned is what it is.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I mean, it's got a big booty girl running from you that you're chasing. I mean, I would play this all day.
So now it's not only cultural appropriation.
Yes.
It's violence against women. Can't stand for it. I don't know. You're losing me. You're losing me.
Maybe she's like calling him towards her.
Oh, why? Because Mexican women call to be victimized?
No, because
I
I mean,
don't know.
this gentleman that's not even a gentleman. That's a cactus with a goddamn sombrero. That's not even a man.
That's a metaphor for the phallus. All right, so what I think they should have done is had an accordion solo if they really wanted to embody Mexico. Instead of the string, I assume it's a violin, but instead of the string, it should have been an accordion, and that would have been better.
I kind of agree with you.
That would have been great.
Or at least have it in there instead, not instead of, but at least
in addition to,
in accompanying.
Yes, definitely.
And I'm going to go ahead and say, just like in, this is not a joke, but just like in Ian Moore's Muddy Jesus, he had Flaco Jimenez come in and do the accordion in Muddy Jesus. That was...
It adds it. Flaco Jimenez has been in a lot of stuff, and it adds it. So, Alestorm, contract Flaco Jimenez.
Didn't you say you knew people who knew him?
I knew people who knew him.
Yeah, so, I mean, we've got an inroad.
Perhaps.
Mexico, Mexico, yo ho, Mexico! Far to the south where the cactus grow. Take me away from the ice and the snow. Free margaritas and a taco. Let's go.
So that's the only part that bothers me. Taco.
Taco?
I can't.
Come on.
Yeah, I've got plenty of friends from the UK. Taco is how it's pronounced there, and I don't care for it.
That destroys it.
It does destroy it.
And the sound exists in British English, so why can't they apply it?
It does.
It applies. I mean, it exists.
This might not be a reference that anyone but us get, but a taco is what you buy at Luby's.
Yes. The Luann special.
That's right, it comes with a side of a taco.
With a taco that's like flimsy, crusty shell that falls apart.
It's already goddamn broke.
It's already broken.
There's not. So if you get a crunchy taco, and number one, that's not a real taco, but I like those. But if you get one and it's already broken,
yeah, no.
God, send it back. Even if it's cultural appropriation, I want to party with these dudes.
They look like really cool dudes.
I mean, look at the party they're having, and it looks inclusive too. They're not creeping out on the girls. The girls are having a good time. They're fucking eating tacos.
They're eating tacos.
They're having tequila, and they're partying well into the night.
3 margaritas and a taco. I mean, really though, you give me 3 margaritas and a taco, I'm happy. That's a good night for me.
That is a very good night.
So I'm chilling with these dudes.
Yeah, me too. You win! High score. So what do you think, man? Cultural appropriation? No cultural appropriation? Or where are you at?
There's a fine line, right?
Okay.
So there's cultural appreciation and appropriation. I'm going to say, as a very militant Mexican-American,
That's a nice way of saying asshole.
Yes. I don't deny this. I'm going to go with cultural appreciation on this one. Do they joke? Yes.
Yes.
Do they insult? No.
Okay, well, here's the funny thing. You've not seen the episode yet because I haven't edited it or posted it yet. But then in that episode that Lottie and I did with the Bengals and then I think I'm turning Japanese, that's exactly what Lottie said. So we're watching the Walk Like an Egyptian, and they're clearly taking the thing and, all of that. And his point was, are they being hurtful towards that culture? I think they're loving that culture.
Not only that, but modern Egyptian culture is very different from ancient Egyptian culture, I would say. So it's a little different. I think that's not an apples to apples comparison.
Sure.
But the turning Japanese, just by the title, that's cultural appropriation.
But his point was, is it harmful to that culture? Do you think that they're denigrating that culture? These guys, they want nothing more than to go down with us to Mexico.
Yeah, no, these dudes are good. They just want to hang out with us and get to know us, which I respect.
I respect it completely.
Yeah, no, these are cool dudes. Again, I give it a cultural appreciation, not appropriation.
Awesome.
And I'm militant. So.
I'm so happy with that then. Well, folks, what do you think? Or is Alestorm appropriating Mexican culture? Is it a negative appropriation, or is it an appreciation? Let us know in the comments, but make sure you keep them nice. Otherwise, we just ditch them. We throw them right into the ocean, right down into Davy Jones' locker, and they're gone. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Any final thoughts on this one?
No. Don't appropriate Mexican culture, and we're good.
All right, folks, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.